What is going on YouTube? It is Robin here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. And today guys, I have a tutorial on how to complete the Easter egg on the brand new map Revelations. So before we jump into this tutorial, I would like to address that it took me quite some time to make this video. So if you could leave a like rating, that would be really much appreciated. But anyways guys, without further ado, let's jump straight into the first step. So what you have to do first is over at spawn you have to shoot the gravestones in the right order, in the order of which the characters died during the story. So first of all you have to shoot the grave of Richthofen, which was the first one to die over in the Giant. Then you have to shoot Dempsey, who died in the Eisendrache. Then you have to shoot Takeo, who died on Zetsubou Shima. And then lastly you have to shoot Nikolai, who died on Gory Crover. Now once you've done this correctly you will see flames coming out of the tombstones, which indicates that this step is complete. What you have to do next, you have to look for a little shard in the back of each jump pad. Now there's 3 locations in which this shard can spawn. The first one, as you can see on your screen, is over at Verrucht, the Verrucht teleporter. On my gameplay the one was not here. Then you look over at Mob of the Dead, it can spawn here as well. As you can see it's not here either. The second one's over at Verrucht. If you jump from Verrucht to Kino der Toten, it can be in the back over here. Now in my particular gameplay it was not here either. And it can be here as well. Now the last location is over at Shangri-La. And in my particular gameplay, this shard was right over there. So this is the shard you're looking for. It's very small, very tiny, but once you know how it looks, it's very easy to spot. So what you have to do next, you have to buy the keeper and you have to take the keeper to this little shard. So once you've done that, the keeper will start doing his little ritual. And this ritual will take about 3 minutes long. So it's not that hard at all, but all of the zombies will run towards the keeper and you basically have to defend the keeper for about 3 minutes. Now once you have decent weapons and you do this on a decently low round, it won't be that hard. All you have to do is just kill the zombies and make sure the keeper doesn't die. Now once you've done this correctly for about 3 minutes, the keeper is done with his ritual and he will drop his third audio reel on the ground. So what you have to do with this audio reel is you have to bring it over to Nachterun Toten. And on the top of Nachterun Toten there will be this little radio in which you have to hold square. If you hold square on the radio, it will play an audio cue between Maxus and Sophia. So once you have done this, you have completed the first step of the Easter egg. Now you have to go and collect 2 more audio reels. So the first audio reel you have to collect now is inside the Apothecon. You need little Arnies for this, and basically there's 9 holes inside the Apothecon in which you have to throw little Arnies. And you have to throw them in sets of 3. So make sure you don't miss, because if you miss you have to do this step over again and you have to wait till you get a max ammo or something like that. So basically there's 9 holes in total inside of the Apothecon, and what you have to do is you have to throw little Arnies into 3 different holes. And you have to do this 3 different times, so you get all the 9 holes. So basically if you threw 3 little Arnies inside of 3 different holes, you will get a Margwa spawn. You will get 3 Margwa spawns in total, and you will get this step 3 times. So the first time you get the Margwa spawn, they will be all normal Margwas. Now for the second time it will be all fire Margwas, and for the last and final Margwas you will get all void Margwas. So once you've done all of these 3 steps you will get the audio reel and it will drop in the top middle bridge in the left corner, as you can see on your screen right now. So what you have to do with this audio reel is you have to bring it over to Kino der Toten and you have to put it inside of this radio. Now once you've done this you will unlock the third step in which you have to collect the third audio reel. Now you do this by collecting bones of Sophia around the map. Now it's very important you have an upgraded gun and an upgraded Apothecon servant. What you have to do is you have to shoot rocks with the normal upgraded gun, and once you've done this the rock will transform into a skull piece or into a bone piece even, and you have to suck up this bone piece with the upgraded Apothecon servant. So the first location is over here right above Stamina over at Shangri-La. You have to shoot the rock with a normal gun, it will turn into a skull, and then you have to pick it up with the upgraded Apothecon servant. So for the second bone you have to go over to spawn, and it will be located right in the church. Now this one's quite hard to spot, just make sure you look at the same place I am right over here, and you have to shoot in this little rock. It will stand out, you will see it. Shoot it with an upgraded gun and then suck it up with the Apothecon servant. Now for the third bone you have to go over to Origins. This one's very easy to find, it's right over in that corner. Shoot it with a gun and then pick it up with the Apothecon servant. Now for the fourth bone you have to go over to Verrucht, and it will be outside of the map near the waterfall on the top left of your screen. This one's actually, out of all of them, I think this one is the hardest to spot. It's right over there where I'm shooting. Just shoot it and then suck it up with the Apothecon servant. Now for the fifth one you have to wall run, and on the end of one of these wall runs you have to shoot a particular rock. This one's quite hard to find, but just shoot it at the same direction I'm shooting right here. Once you know where it is, you will get it every single time. There you see the floating skeleton piece. Just shoot it and then suck it up with the Apothecon servant. Now for the last one you have to go over to Nachterun Toten. It will be on this top right here. This one's quite hard to find. I can't find it here at first, but eventually I will get it. And there you see the floating piece, and there you have it, guys, all the 6 different skeleton pieces collected now. So what you have to do next, you have to go back to Naktoon Soden, and on the top floor of Naktoon Soden you will see all skeleton pieces right over there. So what you have to do now is you have to shoot him with the Apothecon Servant, and it will suck up all of the skeleton pieces and it will drop Sophia's body. Now what you have to do with Sophia's body is you have to shoot it again with the Apothecon Servant, and it will drop the 3rd and last audio reel at the same place Sophia was standing just a second ago. So what you have to do is you have to collect this audio reel, and you have to go over to Origins and place it in the last and final radio, which will unlock Sophia in Naktoon Soden and unlock the next step for you. So what you have to do next, you have to go over to all of the 4 corruption turrets, and what you have to do with these corruption turrets is activate the laser and reflect the laser of the element 115 rocks right into Sophia. Now once you've done this correctly, you will have the same image I have on my screen right here, and this will indicate that you've done it correctly. So you have to do this with all 4 different turrets. You have to reflect the laser of all 4 different turrets inside of Sophia, and that is all you have to do for this step. So once you've done this, go back to Naktoon Soden, and you will see that Sophia will turn into a floating robot. What you have to do now is you have to follow Sophia to the Kino teleporter, and she will go sit on top of the Kino teleporter and activate it for you. What you have to do next is you have to sit in the Kino teleporter, and you will get teleported to Samantha's bedroom. So in Samantha's bedroom you have to look for the Chronorium, which is a book, and the book will be located right on the bed. You have to pick it up, and that's all you have to do in Samantha's bedroom. Now with this book you have to go over to Kino der Toten and go to the Kino der Toten stand here. You have to place the book on the Kino der Toten stand, and this will unlock the runes of creation in the Kino reflector room. So what you have to do next, you have to find eggs which are located all over the map. And there's no specific location for these eggs, they can spawn literally anywhere. So I just advise you to just look around the map and make sure you get these eggs. So once you found an egg, for me I found my first egg over at Shangri-La, right in the fountain over here. Now once you found this egg, go over to the Apothecon, and what you have to do with this egg, you have to place it in one of these crazy looking things in the Apothecon. You have to hatch it basically, and you do this by collecting zombie souls. Just basically kill a lot of zombies and you'll see these blue floating orbs going inside of the egg, and that's how you hatch it. So I think it's about 10 zombies you have to kill, and once you've killed enough zombies, the egg will transform into a gate worm. Make sure to pick up this gate worm, and with this gate worm you can now find the runes of creation. Now you basically find the runes of creation by running around the map and hearing out for sonar beeps and controller vibrations. Now once you hear controller vibration and sonar beep, as you can hear on your screen right now, that is when you are very close to a rune of creation. Just basically hold square right over where you hear the sonar beep very, very loudly, and that is when your gate worm will start hatching and you will see your rune of creation. Just make sure you pick it up by holding square, and that is 1 out of the 4 runes of creation done. You have to do this 4 different times. So you basically have to find 4 eggs, hatch it 4 times, and get 4 runes of creation. Now once you've had all the runes of creation, go back to the Kino reflector room, stand on the purple looking thing, and you'll get teleported into the boss room. Now in the boss room there's one final puzzle you'll have to solve. Run towards the book, and the book will show you all the runes of creation in a order. Make sure you remember this order. Either take pictures or write them down, but just make sure you remember this order. Now once you have the order in your head or written down somewhere, go over to the opposite side of the room. So make sure you press the right symbol in the right order, in order the book shows you. It's very important to remember that order. Now once you get over here, just hold the symbols, and if you make a mistake by accident, no worries, you will get teleported back to Kino der Toten. You'll have to survive for 1 additional round, and then you'll get teleported back to the boss room again. But if you press all the symbols in the right order, you will be done with this step. So this is when you have to go through the 4 different stages of the runes of creation. So you have the fire stage, the electricity stage, the shadow stage, and the void stage. Now all you have to do is kill the Margwas. They will spawn 3 Margwas in each different stage, in each different phase. And all you have to do is just kill the Margwas. It's easy as that. It's really not that hard. Whoever has the thunder gun, just spray with the thunder gun and you can pop off the heads. The thunder gun absolutely melts the Margwas. It is super good. So all you have to do is just kill the Margwas, survive, do this 4 different times, so for each different step, each different phase, and that is literally all you have to do. Once you've done this correctly, and once you've completed all the 4 different phases, the summoning key will drop down from the air, and you can now pick up the summoning key. Once you pick up the ball, you get teleported back to Kino. Now what you have to do next, you have to hit certain objects on the map. There's 7 objects in total. The first object you have to hit is the chandelier in Kino. Now for the second one, go over to the Eisendrache, go over to the corruption turret, and then hit the clock with the summoning key. Now for the third one, go over to Mob of the Dead, and you have to hit the Mob of the Dead poster in the cell. Now for the fourth one, you have to go over to the top of Origins where the Pack-a-Punch used to be and hit the grave with the summoning key. Now for the fifth one, you have to go over to Farukt and hit the machine turret on top of the fountain. Now for the sixth one, go over to Shangri-La and hit the focusing stone or the blue stone with the summoning key. This throw is very easy, you should be fine. Now for the last one, last but not least, go over to Nachter und Toten and hit the red barrel. Now once you've hit all of these 7 objects, go back to the Kino teleporter, and this is when you get teleported to the final boss fight. So the mechanics for the final boss fight are very easy. Once you get teleported, you will see 4 green altars. All you have to do is walk towards it, hold square, and put the summoning key in one of those altars. This is when you start feeding it with zombie souls. All you have to do is kill zombies around the map now, and you will see those blue orbs go inside of the summoning key. Once you've collected enough souls, the summoning key will be fully charged up. Go at it, pick it back up, and throw it inside of Sophia. Sophia will then break the bubble of the Shadow Man, and this is when you can shoot the Shadow Man. Just spray at the Shadow Man, shoot him. Shotguns work very well against the Shadow Man, so I would definitely recommend you use shotguns against him. Or the Rift E9 is also a very good weapon to damage the Shadow Man. Once he's inside of the Apothecary Mound, go towards the book, hold square, and that is it, guys. That is the Easter egg complete for you. You will earn 1 million XP, which is almost an entire prestige. Now you get teleported, the cutscene will start playing. If you want to see the full cutscene, make sure to check out on my YouTube channel. There will be a link to the video in the description down below, guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter. It will be in the description down below. Anyways, guys, I wish you all a wonderful and safe day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!